don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep playing that for 1 second so you can hear.
Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. This isn't exactly a perfect comedy setup. There's some people here. All right. Very good.
Okay, so notice he has some. Let me take this off. Okay, notice he has some cue cards in his hand. Okay, I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, hence this here, proud Puerto Rican. Also over here, proud American. All right. With that being said, it's a joke. It was a joke. Poor attempt at humor. If you were at the stadium, if you were at Madison Square Garden, which I was, my first Trump rally was awesome. We booed him. Guess what? The joke fell flat. And that's all it was. It was a joke. But notice, they don't talk about the joke that's Kamala Harris. She was a joke attorney general. She was a joke senator and a joke vice president. And here's the biggest joke, America. She's running for president. That's the biggest joke there is. You're talking about someone who didn't win one delegate. They talk about threat to democracy. Okay. She kept Joe Biden's cognitive decline. Well, not only her, but she had to know it. The media knew it, but that's why they did Biden dirty and had the debates so late. I mean, so early, because they wanted to get rid of him. That's the real joke. And what's funny here's what's funny. They talk about how this joke was racist. Okay. You know what's racist? When a liberal or a leftist tells me, oh, well, Trump's going to deport you too. And they go, oh, that's not racist. Oh, they were just dumb. They didn't realize, they're just being hyperbolic. No. Okay. If you're going to call this joke racist, then when you say that they're going to deport me, back to Puerto Rico? That's part of the U.S., which makes me a U.S. citizen? Because if you're that dumb and you don't realize that, then the joke's on you. So this here was a poor attempt at humor. Did it offend me? No. Okay? Because there is some stuff that's trash at the island. The island's not trash, but you got the politicians that are trash there, just as the politicians are trash here. Okay? We got a bunch of trash politicians in our country, Republican and Democrat alike. Okay? The only thing so this good sign is vote Republican because the Democrats because the other side has gone insane. And that's the truth. I'll take this comedian and you guys could take, I'll take Tulsi Gabbard. I'll take an RFK. You guys could have Liz and Dick Cheney. Because here's where the parties have switched. Okay. I couldn't stand the Bush administration. And now they're openly embracing the neocons that we hated 20 years ago. Democrats cheering it on. Oh, Dick Cheney. It's really? I remember when you guys made fun of him for, jokes, shooting someone in the face. Okay? But here we are, 20 years later. And you guys are cheering on having Dick Cheney. Meanwhile, you have Tulsi Gabbard and RFK. Tulsi was a member of the DNC. She was vice chair of the DNC. You have Robert F. Kennedy. His uncle was president, a Democratic president. His father ran for president, and they would not let him primary Joe Biden. So for you Democrats who are complaining about democracy and all this stuff, they didn't let RFK Jr. primary Biden this past election season. So where's your outcry in that? You want to say that you guys want to complain you guys have a poor candidate to run against Trump? Guess what? That's your fault. when you choose people based on race instead of choosing people based on the best person for the job, this is what you get. You get a mediocre candidate that is running for president, and then a mediocre, even more mediocre running mate, because you guys couldn't go with the Jew because your party is so anti-Israel that you had to go with the weird white guy from Minnesota that looks like a douchebag. So don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. Okay, if one joke made you not vote for Trump, okay, you're soft. But in reality, all these people complaining that they're not voting for Trump now, you never were going to vote for Trump because this has nothing to do with Trump. Trump didn't approve a joke. Trump approved. There was a ton of people. Trump was supposed to speak at 5:00. Okay, people started speaking around, I think about 2:30 it was. Okay, Trump didn't speak till about 7:30 because there were so many people there. It was an all-star cast. Like I said, Tulsi was there, RFK was there, Giuliani was there, Hulk Hogan was there, Byron Donalds, J.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy was there. His kids spoke, his wife spoke. Okay, it was Dr. Phil was there. That one surprised the most out of me. So we have a unity party here. We have a broad tent. And if you can't take a joke, then I don't know what to tell you. You didn't have to like the joke. But to say you're not going to vote somebody because of a joke, because you know what's a joke? The fact that the media ignored the immigrant crisis until they started being shipped to the cities by the border states. That's the joke, that the media didn't cover it. And then the fact that the media is covering for the Democrats now, saying that, oh, well, Trump killed that border bill. That border bill didn't do shit. There's no nice way to say it. It didn't do anything. Okay, all it did was codify these people coming in illegally, allowing, 1.8 to 2 million people a year to come in illegally. Really? No. So when people were saying deport these people, you know what? Here's the whole thing. They're not only Latinos. They're not just Mexicans and Guatemalans and people from Central America. You got Chinese nationals coming in from the southern border. You got people coming from the African nations. I think the biggest one is Congo. You have Haitians coming in. And now, to hide the numbers, they use that app that J.D. Vance talked about at the debate. But that's where we're at now. The media covers, and then people believe everything the media says. That's why they're rushing to censor Twitter, which I forgot about. Elon was there too. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. That's why they want to censor it. Zuckerberg himself said that, that they sent him stuff to censor, and he did, and he regrets it. I don't know how much for real, but there's a reason why the Democrats are grasping at straws for this one controversy. Is because the fact that they have nothing to run on. The economy's shit. Crime is surging. Okay, it's up 4%, not down to 2%, that they revised. You could look it up yourselves. Okay? So crime is up, economy sucks, inflation sucks. And Kamala saying she's going to be the change agent, where she could be asking her quote unquote boss who's out of it to do it for her so she could look better. No, they don't have a winning strategy. Okay? That's why she couldn't do Joe Rogan for 3 hours like Trump could. Yeah, Trump rambles on and sometimes, but he gives an answer. You may not necessarily like the answer, but she gives you word salad. I mean, her own people said it herself on CNN, called it word salad. So So, in conclusion, which that's funny because when Trump said that he went out for 15 more minutes, I'm not. Okay, I could criticize Trump. I was exhausted. I wish he would have just concluded for 5 minutes. So, here's the conclusion. If this caused you to not vote for Trump, you never were going to vote for him in the first place because Trump didn't say the joke. Okay, you can't take if you don't like comedy and people being able to push a boundary to see if something's funny or not. That's the whole basis of comedy. Then don't watch the greats. Don't watch Dave Chappelle. Don't watch old Eddie Murphy. Don't watch Richard Pryor, George Carlin. Who's you could go. The list goes on and on. The people who push the boundary to see what's funny. Because the minute you kill comedy, you're killing free speech. So, that being said, I hope you guys have a good one. It's been a while since I made a video, but I'm working on stuff. I'm working on stuff behind the scenes. So, bear with me. And I'm hoping to come on, do a live maybe later on in the week with some guests. And we'll see where it goes. So, have a good one, everyone. I'm out of here.